Paradoxes and Oxymorons by John Ashbery. This poem is concerned with language on a very plain level. Look at it talking to you. You look out a window, or pretend to fidget. You have it, but you don't have it. You miss it. It misses you. You miss each other. The poem is sad because it wants to be yours and cannot. What's a plain level? It is that and other things, bringing a system of them into play. Play? Well, actually, yes, but I consider play to be a deeper outside thing, the dream-rolled pattern, as in the division of grace these long August days, without proof, open-ended, and before you know it, gets lost in the steam and chatter of typewriters. It has been played once more, and I think you only exist to tease me into doing it, on your level. And then you aren't there, or have adopted a different attitude, and the poem has set me softly down beside you. The poem is you.
Hi, my name's Drew Jordan. I'm a senior at Rockhurst High School, and what you just saw was my daily routine. I get up, I set off my alarm, I normally set it off to snooze, and I fall right back asleep. I normally take a shower, I brush my teeth, I gather my things, and I leave. And most of us have those, a daily routine, where we do the exact same thing every single morning, or every single day. I mean, unless, of course, something kind of crazy and out of the ordinary happens. Like a meteor striking your house. Or your parents set off the alarm because they forgot to turn it off before they opened the door, which is a little bit more realistic than a meteor striking your house. But, and that's kind of the way I was feeling with this project. And let me explain. I was kind of expecting kind of the same routine sort of poem to just kind of be there. And I'd say, I don't really know which one's my favorite. I mean, they are all great. They all have relevance, and they all connect with some part of my life. And I mean, that's great and all, but I can't really say which one's my favorite. And I really wasn't looking forward to this project because of it. Because I thought it was just going to be the same kind of routine thing to do. And I don't know. It was just kind of boring to me. And I was in English class, and I was flipping through my poetry book when I stumbled across this title. And it read Paradoxes and Oxymorons by John Ashbery. I said, well, that's kind of interesting title to a poem. It's a little sarcastic, definitely. And I just read it, and it was really open and really kind of weird and abstract, and I said, that's really interesting. So I read it again and again, and I must have read it a dozen times until I came up with my own interpretation. So here it is. The more and more I read it, the more I discover about it. And I love those kind of things. The things that don't hit you at first, but the things that really grow on you. Those are the kind of things that you tend to just really feel a part of. You go through the motions, you go from beginning to end, and you just realize things that you hadn't picked up on the first try. And I love that. It's so much more interesting, and it's so much more engaging when there's something that you just don't understand at first. I don't know. But I realized that this poem is kind of like a parallel to life, in a way, in that it is what you make of it. I mean, of course he could have said it that way, but then it wouldn't have been a poem. And I mean, things like, the poem is sad because it wants to be yours and cannot, because you're not, engaging it. You're looking out a window, you pretend to fidget, It's there, you have it, but you don't have it. Like, of course, you can go about life coasting and doing the kind of daily routine as you would. But it is really what you make of it. And there's no better time than the present to change it. And in a way, I mean, this poem was the meteor striking the house and waking me up with the alarm because my parents decided to open the door just by some crazy cosmic, the planets aligned and I woke up earlier and it broke my routine. That's what I felt this poem was, just something out of the ordinary because of how open it was and how abstract it was. And I think that's really all that can be said, you know, that you can go through life expecting the same kind of paradox and oxymorons, to be the substance matter of your every single day-to-day life. You can do that and you'll live and you'll be fine. But is that really the way you want to do things? Is that really the way you want to go about life? I don't know. All hypothetical questions.